Well, welcome everybody to Thursday Night SmackDown. And today on Thursday Night SmackDown, we have the director of Wrestling Operations Angel Ring with Gail Kim. First, yes, there was a mistake that was made. The Executive Committee, or the Championship Committee, whatever one you want to call them, the Executive Committee made a decision to deactivate the TWF Women's Heavyweight Championship. But, however, they have changed their minds, and since have changed their minds, the TWF Women's Heavyweight Championship is reinstated. Not because you lobberdied, not because you annoyed the hell out of me until it happened, but because the audience demanded it. But I need to inform you that the TWF Women's Heavyweight Championship is vacated, and just because the belt's been reinstated does not technically mean that you are the TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion. Oh, so you basically cause a mismanagement. You basically eliminate the belt. Then you bring the belt back and say, I don't have it anymore. Yeah, that is right. But you do got a chance to win the belt back. Okay? And the person who the championship committee has handpicked as your opponent to possibly win the belt back, is the woman who was the former general manager of the TWF Women's Division. No longer, by the way. Yes, Wonder Woman. Are you kidding me? When I originally thought that I was going to go face Lita. Well, Lita, being the number one contender, that is not in void because of the belt was then. No. Better than that. Better than that, folks. Not her. But our good old friend, Pearl. Pearl gets the chance. And think I'll be the first mermaid to ever be the TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion. You can't even stand up. You got stupid things. Gail Kim says. Don't make fun of me or my fins, because I can smack you silly. Well, we don't got a referee, do we? Yeah, we do. This is for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Championship that have been brought back by popular demand. And now Gail Kim will try to win it. Oh! Pearl knocked her down. The Finn down. He did it to her twice. Pearl comes from the top rope. Oh! 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner and the new TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion, Pearl. Pearl is the new TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion. Can you believe that? The TWF Women's Heavyweight Championship is back. But Gail Kim certainly is not happy about it. Pearl, eat the feet. Oh! I can't believe this. I worked my ass off to become a TWF World Heavyweight Champion and the TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion. It gets then deactivated, and it's vacated because of that, right? And I had a chance to win it back. But then this piece of shit, Gail Kim says, Pearl comes in and wins it from me. Well, first off, I ain't happy about that. Angel, there's a bunch of mismanagement going on. And I think you as the director of wrestling operations and chairman of it led the championship committee or executive committee that made the decision to end the belt, bring the belt back, and then strip me of it and then have me lose the pearl. Well, I think you think what, Gil? You think what? You were going to say what? Come on, I'm open for criticism here. You know, you're allowed to speak your mind, Angel says. I've always practiced that with everybody I've worked with. When I used to be the chief executive officer of Wolfman and Hart, this would have been from 2003 to 2004, I listened with everybody, I listened to everybody and what they had to say. When I was the chief executive officer of the Toy Wrestling Federation from 2012 80 up to 2014 80, I always listened to people. And that wasn't even different than being a director of wrestling operations. Were you going to say something about the championship committee deciding to end the belt, bring the belt back, and then vacate the belt because the belt was over? Yeah. They should have just kept me on as champion. The belt should have never been deactivated, never been vacated. Because of your incompetence, Pearl is now running around as a TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion. And I want that belt back. It don't work that way. If you want me to give you a return match, I can grant you a return match, but you're going to have to earn it. No. I think I'm 38 years old. I wrestled for multiple years in different promotions. I think it should just be according to, you should go back and do that. So what you want me to strip Pearl, give you back the belt. Don't think so. In case you're not realize it, this ain't Shane Kamicki. I'm not Shane Kamicki. I'm not even Aries when he was the first general manager in the sense. They call him the Hill Commissioner at the time. I'm not Eric Bischoff, and I'm certainly not Lord Zed, neither of them actually. So if you're expecting me to do any of those people, or Diva Talks would have done, or Osiris would have done in your predicament, no, ain't happening. You know what? Now I see why you got fired as the chief executive officer of the Toy Wrestling Federation. Now I see why you couldn't hack it in that position. Neither you didn't understand the wrestling. I could see why Corone and Ecliptor would have sacked you eventually. And they didn't sack me. They told me they thought it would be best for business if I resigned and they named Aladdin as my successor, and I agreed to that. And I do understand wrestling. I didn't, and you know what? I'll tell you something else. Oh, you said your piece, now I'm going to say my piece. You know what? I wrestled for multiple years. And you know what? I've been doing a lot of things over the years. Okay? So you don't understand wrestling, right? Well, you know what? Maybe you could have pushed me yeah. See, I know, Gil, you lucked out. You lucked out big time. Because I was only a road agent for maybe only a year. Maybe you could have had me go around and do your little things for you. But I'm telling you right now, neither of that ain't working anymore. Because unfortunately, I'm in some position of power. You could have bullied the shit out of me back when I was a road agent for a year, and then it probably wouldn't have worked. But as a director of wrestling operations, I have certain standards I gotta follow. Yes, Corone and Ecliptor, Aladdin and Princess Jasmine, and certain other people in certain other positions like Jeff Jarrett or Theodore, like Jeff Jarrett, head of talent relations, or Theodore Long, in charge of creative, and yes, easing Hulk Hogan as far as that the television concerned. But regardless of being their official in charge of that, whatever. Regardless of all of that going for me and Xena have very bullshit no zero tolerance on shit like you. So, you want to disrespect me, that's not going to get you the belt. You want a return match, and you better earn the return match. And Angel, the director of wrestling operations, I think he almost lost his cool there for a moment. Gil Kim's basically upset that Pearl is now the new TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion. And wishes that it should be her. She told Angel to go back and strip the belt. She said that shouldn't have happened. But we'll see what it comes out of it. Well, everybody, I'm sure you're really happy to know that the TWF Women's Heavyweight Championship has been brought back. Pearl is the new TWF Women's Heavyweight Champion, the first mermaid to ever hold that belt. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of Thursday Night SmackDown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact Wrestling.